Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Gaw and this is Life Above the Clouds, and today we're gonna make brownies. Brownies are always a classic when you're cooking with cannabis because everybody loves brownies and because chocolate is really great at masking the flavor of cannabis. I promise you, you won't even know it's there. I always like to dose mine very mild because, let's face it, I'm gonna wanna eat more than one brownie. So to start, we have our oven preheated to 350 degrees and I've lined a 9x13 pan with parchment paper. So I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna start making our brownies. These aren't just regular brownies, I've added zucchini in them so we can pretend that they're healthy, and I'm gonna eat 3 brownies. Okay, we're gonna start by whisking our dry ingredients together. So we have 2 cups of flour, half a cup of cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. Using my electric mixer, I'm gonna add half a cup of melted coconut oil and 1.5 cups of sugar. So I'm also gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 cups of grated zucchini. Okay, now we're slowly gonna add in our dry ingredients while the mixer is going. Scrape the sides of your bowl to make sure everything is mixed in. And here we're gonna wanna check the batter because you're gonna want a nice thick fudgy batter, and it depends on the moisture of your zucchini. If your zucchini is more wet, then you should be okay, but if it's a little bit dry, you're gonna have to add some water. You might want to let your batter rest for a minute because the moisture from the zucchini is mixing with the batter. Just make sure that it's not powdery. You want a really good fudgy consistency. So as you can see, I've been mixing my batter and it's been a minute or so and it's still a little bit powdery, so I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of water at a time until I get the consistency that I want. So this is actually perfect. You can see it looks like a nice thick batter, and now all we have to do is spread it into our pan. We have to spread it to the edges of our pan because this batter is so thick, it's not gonna spread out by itself. So make sure you hold your parchment paper in place and very gently push it out to all the corners. Okay, this is looking great. I know it doesn't look like much, but I promise it will rise when it bakes. So we are gonna put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, or just when it starts to spring back when you touch it gently. Oh, I wish you could smell these. So our brownies are done. You can see just a gentle little spring to the touch, and we're gonna let these cool while we make the icing. The icing is actually what's gonna have our cannabis in it. And if you wanna eat the icing by itself, I'm not gonna judge you, it's delicious. And if you wanna eat the brownies by themselves, they're great. You can have a million of them because there's zucchini in them, so they're healthy. For our frosting, we are going to start with 2 tablespoons of our canna butter and 2 tablespoons of regular butter. I like to use the rule of thumb of 1 tablespoon of my canna butter to 12 servings, but if you want something stronger or if you want something weaker, you can adjust accordingly. Here's our melted butter. We have 2 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 1/4 cup of milk. And you can use any milk you like. If you want to use coconut oil and nut milk, then you would actually have completely vegan brownies. So I'm just gonna whisk this all together. Oh, look at the way this is coming together. This is beautiful. Now that our brownies are completely cool, they're ready for the icing. We are just gonna spread it on top. These look perfect. And because we lined our baking sheet with parchment paper, we can just lift these right out. So I'm gonna cut my brownies into 24 equal pieces, and make sure you tell all of your friends that there's cannabis in it because you won't taste it at all. And there we have it, 1 beautiful cannabis zucchini brownie. Let's try this bad boy. It's rich and it's fudgy and the icing is sweet and perfect. You're gonna love these. Thanks for watching Life Above the Clouds. I hope you enjoyed this brownie recipe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. Thanks, see you next time.